What's up, everybody? Welcome to our very first mini. It is a new series that we are starting where we talk about everything we would normally talk about, but in shorter segments. There won't be any guests on these, most likely. It's just going to be me and Logan, the two co hosts, as you know. And yeah, it's just going to be a slightly more compact series, so they're not going to be as long as our regular episodes with like guests and stuff
I
like that.
believe the word you were looking for was condensed, but yeah,
That was
compact
the
works
word.
too. Yeah.
But yeah, I used a synonym, synonym.
A synonym? Yep.
Synonym.
We know
All right.
English. Yep.
Yes, you hear, you hear. All right, but anyways, so first things first, Logan, how was your day?
It was fine. I
Okay.
worked for like 6 hours or so. Got I got my money up, checking home base. I think I'll be getting a good $500 this week, which is always fun.
That is good. That is fun.
Um, yeah, I worked for a little bit.
All
I
right.
came home.
Mm,
You know,
yeah.
Cheyenne came over. I had to shower.
Yeah.
I
Mm,
went to her house, ate
yeah.
dinner, came home. That was about it.
Very, very fun. All
How
right.
was your day, Tarbert? What did you do other than
Nothing.
waking up
You
and
know,
not doing anything?
doesn't matter really. Actually, I've been busy.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Pop the collar one time.
you
Yeah.
like
Yeah. Yeah.
anyways. So let's get on to our very first topic.
Damn, I haven't seen you in a turtleneck like
And
that in a minute.
I
That's
know,
wild.
right? I know, right? But anyways, so let's get into our very first topic. And before I introduce the topic, I'm gonna talk about how it even came into my thought process, right? Nah, fuck
I'm not
it.
gonna lie, I don't
Um,
even know which one's first if we're gonna be real, so I have no
yeah.
idea.
All right, so our first topic is gonna be compliments and
Oh,
just like what they mean to people and stuff like that.
what they mean to people.
Yeah. Well, like how much a compliment means to a person,
First of
and what
all,
it could do.
the answer is too much.
Yeah. Yeah.
But teach their
Yeah.
own.
So, how I even thought about this topic was I was Snapchatting somebody, and they're like, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. You seem like a really nice guy, and and I was like, damn, that shit made me feel nice inside. Like I felt warm and fuzzy inside. And I was like, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, I really don't be getting compliments like that, right? And I
Can I
like,
just ask? I don't mean to butt in. I'm just curious. Was this some random female who you've never met before?
yeah.
Okay. No, I had to make sure. I was like, there's no way any bitch in her right mind is telling you that.
Anyways, let's get back
So,
to it. So yeah, and I was thinking, and I was like, you know what? I can't remember the last time I really was getting like a decent amount of compliments, right? Or any, for that matter, considering what my life's been the past 9 months. But but yeah. So and then I got to thinking, right? I remember reading somewhere. Don't fact check me on this. But I saw that it takes, I think, 5 compliments to like undo the thought
oh,
of one like negative like comment about somebody.
you see, I think that number's larger, but
I
like,
do think it could be inflated, but I'm not exactly sure.
yeah.
Um, but yeah. So Logan, let's get right into it. What are your thoughts on compliments first? How do you feel they affect you as a human being?
Me personally,
Yeah, you personally.
so I am the worst human being in the world to compliment.
Why
If
is
I'm
that?
gonna keep it real with you, I don't take them. Right? Like my brain does not process compliments. I I have this very bad mental block where I don't think anybody can be complimenting me, and I
Mhm.
always like spin it to think that like they're taking a different angle, kind of. Um,
Okay.
I like looking back on them after the fact, I can understand why like a compliment was a compliment, and I feel very grateful for it. And either way, I'm always gonna tell somebody thank you, right? Like if somebody compliments me, I will say
Like
thank you.
even
Like
if
I'm
you think they don't
appreciative of
truly mean
you,
it.
even if I think they don't truly mean it, because it's something more for me as like
A person.
I'm just very non-confrontational, and I'm trying to be as respectful as possible. So no matter what, I'm still just going to try to continue to be as respectful as possible, whether I think that's necessary or not.
Mhm.
Um, But looking back on it, I think I'm a lot better with compliments. Like if somebody's complimenting me, even if in the moment I'm kind of a little iffy on it, if I look back on it and like I realized that like there was no bad intentions, like I'm a lot
Like
better
they're
with
just
it
being
then.
nice.
Yeah. But in the moment I struggle very much so with not being able to take compliments, whether like now 95% of the time those compliments are entirely genuine and I should,
Mm,
but something in my brain just doesn't allow me to. And I don't know if that's I'm sure there's a few reasons for that, but I can't take compliments. I enjoy on the flip side, I enjoy being able to compliment people because I think and I've said this from the start, I think it's very important where if you can just make one person every day smile, like one random person every day smile, you're doing your job right. Because there's so many people who are out there in the world who like, you know, that lady that you see crossing the street, in the morning going to work, like her home life could be fucking awful, right?
You never know
But
people's like
you just
situation.
looking at her and smiling at her and waving and saying good morning could have just made her day and made, her going to work that much better because she could have just left a really bad household and, had nothing going for her, right?
Mm,
So I think as long as you're able to make if everybody on this planet is able to make one person smile that day and make one person happy that day, everybody will have somebody to make them happy. And I think there's a very big issue with mental health and all that kind of stuff in in society today. And I think that's very important because you like I said, you never know who's having a rough day.
mm,
And I've even the people who like hide it the best, right? Like there's a lot of people who are really going through it and they think they have to be strong, so they don't want to tell people.
mm,
And s- you know what I mean? They just
yeah,
get stuck. I see you smiling your dumb ass over there. Yeah, I'm
just
very
smiling.
guilty. I'm very guilty of this. Like, high school, even, early college. I told myself that I was not allowed to feel, right?
Mm,
I was the person who was fighting their inner demons by themselves and not allowing help from the outside people, even though I knew there were people out there who wanted to help me.
yeah.
I wasn't allowing them to because I wasn't allowing them to see how bad it really was. And so when I would talk to my friends or whatever, my family throughout the day, I have a very good support system around me, right? So when I would get those compliments from other people or people helping me or talking me up, I would hear it, right? And I would appreciate what they were saying in the moment, but it wouldn't stick with me. So I think there's a
Yeah,
difference in compliments between hearing them and being appreciative just because that's what you're supposed to do, and hearing them and taking them in and listening to them.
yeah,
And I think it's very important to listen to them because if you don't listen to them, they're not doing their job.
exactly.
That was a little too long of an answer, but you get the point.
Nah, it's fine. That's your thoughts on it. That's what we're here for. But see, my thoughts on them are a lot different. But I also have a very like different mindset per se than like, an average person, right? So like me personally, I love compliments, but I don't get too big headed on them, even though I do have a big ego, right? If someone's like, "Oh,
Woo!
like you look very nice," I'll be like, "Oh, thank you," and it's in one ear out the other. Not because I don't take compliments, but because I live my life like on like a short term memory basis. So like, let me explain what that means, right? So
Kind of like what you've done for me lately, kind of thing.
yeah, kind of. So like, my thing is like, um, I saw this in a movie, and it's just so stupid and cliche. But the more I thought about it, the more I was like, damn, this is right, and this is like a great way of life, right? The movie, I forgot the name or what it was even about, but it was just this one line stuck in my head forever. It was like, you know what the happiest animal on earth is? It's a goldfish. And you know why? Because it has the shortest memory. Every 10 seconds, it forgets what happened before. So it's
I
like,
actually no, that's kind of
yeah,
cool.
that's
I
what I'm saying.
really
It's
didn't
like,
think.
and to me, that's like, that's the way I live life. And especially, I know this is gonna, like, I'm bringing baseball into this, but especially in baseball. Because baseball is one of those sports which you have to have a short term memory because
Yeah.
if you live and dwell in the past, it's going to eat you alive, right? even if it was successful, then you're gonna get too big headed and then you get shit on, which has
Yeah.
happened to me. And considering baseball, like, without sounding like cliche or cringe, like raised me, I'm trying to like carry that into like my life, into my daily
Yeah.
life and stuff like that because, like I said, like it's a short term memory loss. So it's like it's more of like what you said. Remember what you've done for me more recently than what you've done in the past type thing.
Yeah.
But also, like you were saying, I love giving compliments because I like to make people happy, you know. But like, but
We can
compliments.
go sound better now.
Nah, look, I'm trying
Holy
to boost my
shit.
image.
I'm short as hell. I don't know why my chair goes back so. That's
He
kind of wild.
goes back so far.
Holy shit.
but,
No, look,
but
I'm literally like I'm fully
yeah, you're like
on
fully
my
like laid back.
sideways.
Try
Yeah,
this.
that's kind of
I can't lay back my headphones, but
wow.
yeah. But like what I was saying, yeah. So like to me, like a compliment means a lot, but like it's not. I'm not gonna dwell on it. Like it's like, oh, thank you, and then I'm moving on my day.
Yeah.
Because if
I,
you think about everything, then overthinking is like not it, bro.
trust me, that's my biggest issue.
Yeah, and it's like a problem that I still do, but like that's what I'm saying. Like living my life like this and starting to like mature in a way, growing up, it helps me a lot more because like another thing I find like helpful is like distractions from overthinking. Like I find it so easy now. Like let's say like something happens, I'm like, damn, that shit sucks. I'll go on TikTok and 30 minutes later, it's like, what, that wasn't that bad. You know,
It's fair.
it's like distractions
I
are
think
key in life.
I think my biggest view on like is an overall consensus on compliments is I much more enjoy giving than receiving compliments.
Oh yeah,
I think it is immensely more gratifying to me to be able to compliment somebody else and make them smile than just have somebody say something to me.
oh yeah, because then you're making somebody's day,
Yeah, exactly.
which I think is very valid too. But I think that's pretty much all we can talk about on that topic.
Yeah.
So another thing was you were excited about this topic, and I want to know because I know a few, but I want to know what are more of like your pet peeves, like what grinds your gears
Okay.
per se.
So I'm gonna be as basic as possible because
Uh
these are just like ones that you'll have like see every day.
yeah.
And I saw this and it pisses me the fuck off.
So this has been
Okay.
a recent encounter.
At the grocery store.
Okay.
Okay.
Which one?
We live in South Florida. I go to Publix.
Valid.
Publix most definitely has this. So every Publix you go to has the little cart return thingies. Okay? When you're
Oh.
done, you bring your cart out. You're supposed to put the cart in the
Back.
cart return. Okay? Yes. I, for one, only ever back into parking spots. I won't pull forward because I feel safer backing into a parking spot and then being able to see as I'm pulling out of the parking spot. So, when you dumbass motherfuckers decide to leave your cart in the spot when the cart return is 2 parking spots down, what the fuck are we doing? Like, I will pick your cart up and throw it 2 parking spots into the thing.
Yeah.
Like, just fucking roll the bitch. Like,
Well,
what?
that
No
brings
comprende
me
el
to
por
something.
favor.
Like I'm gonna go a little off topic here, but that brings me to something. Have you ever heard of the shopping cart test or the shopping cart like theory, whatever?
No?
It's like a thing. It's like you never know, or it's like, oh, it's like you never know how people act when no one's looking, right? Like you learn a lot from a person when like they think no one's watching. So there's like a theory that you can tell a lot about a person just by what they do with the shopping cart after. So it's like,
I mean, yeah, that's fair.
yeah,
Right?
and
Like,
I think
no,
it's a pretty valid thing.
motherfuckers piss me off with that. Like, it
Mm.
actually angers me to
So
no end.
yeah, so the thing is like when you leave the grocery store, it's not very crowded a lot of the time, and you're walking back, especially in like Publixes, like they're smart,
Yeah.
and they have one in every lane, so like you don't have an excuse, right? Um, but either way, regardless. So the thing is like the ideology behind it is like if no one's watching you, you're walking out with your groceries, you put your groceries in your car, whatever. What type of person are you gonna be? Are you gonna make someone else's life easier and go and walk the extra 10 feet there and back to go put your grocery cart away, or are you just like someone else will do it, and that it tells a lot about your character. You know,
Yeah.
when you're just like, fuck it, I'm gonna put this in between both of our cars, or I'm just gonna throw this up on like the little island in between lanes and stuff like that. But I thought that
Yeah.
was interesting, and it's funny you brought that up. But yeah, okay,
No,
continue.
I think
What's
that's
another
cool.
pet peeve?
Also, I don't know if I would say this is a pet peeve, but it's kind of something that I fuck with my girlfriend about. So my girlfriend is fine with directions, right? However, when when we're going like south, right? So there's a city south of us where she goes to school at called Davie, right?
Mhm.
And every single time we talk about it, she says, "Are we gonna go up to Davie?"
Up to Davy. Yeah,
Or if we're going to like Boca,
I'm gonna
we
go
gonna go down to
down.
Boca.
That's just
She,
one of those things where
we,
it's like
we were going to the Keys, right? The Keys are as far south as
south.
you can go. And she
Yeah,
said, "So when are we gonna go up to the Keys?" I don't know. Never,
never.
because I'm not swimming in the Atlantic Ocean.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
What do you want?
Ah.
All
Like
right.
okay, no, like it's really not that bad. It's just fun to mess with her about.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah.
and I think I'm trying to think. Do I have another like really bad pet peeve?
Yeah. Our pet peeves are very different.
I'm trying to think. I don't think I have any like really bad pet peeves. Um,
True. That's my favorite one. Yeah. What am
oh, okay,
I?
no. So
All
so
right.
the
Let's hear
only
it.
thing like really grinds my gears. So you know how like if you have like a shower and like a tub that's like a 2-in-1 kind of like mix
Yeah.
thing.
Which a lot of
You know
people have.
how you have to like you have to pull the
The
thing up
thing
on the
on, yeah, for
faucet
the shower
for
head to
the
turn on.
shower to come down? Yeah. But if you leave, like if you don't press that
Oh
down
yeah, and if
and
someone
you just
comes and
turn the
turns it
water
on,
off,
oh,
if you get in the
that's
shower or turn that bitch
annoying.
on, you get blasted in the face
Yeah.
by water. That pisses me off because it's all when it first comes out, it's always cold as fuck
Not
too.
even that. I just don't like to be getting wet when I don't need to be. Like like you still have like your clothes on and shit like that, and like you're just like, let me start the shower to like turn it on to get warm.
You get in the shower with your
No,
clothes
like
on,
when you
turn
go
it
to
on.
when you start it on, like you just hop in the shower immediately. I let
You
my
don't
shit
just
run for like a minute.
well, yeah, but like either way, like
Nah,
if
like my thing
you're
is like when I'm going to get my shower, I'll grab my towel, I'll put the shit in the bathroom. Like if I have a shirt on, I'm not gonna go take it off first because I don't be thinking like that.
well,
I'll
yeah, but
go and I'll start it.
if you lean into the shower, do you still not get hit by the water to turn it on?
Like when it first starts, because ours is really old, so like it'll like it's not just gonna like straight out. It'll like and then go
Oh, okay,
out because
okay,
it's like a
okay.
weaker water source, and it's
Yeah,
older.
yeah, I know, I get what you mean.
Yeah,
So ours, when as soon as you turn that
it's
bitch
just.
on, it goes zooming at you. Like that shit
Do you guys have
flies.
good water pressure?
Yeah,
That's valid. All right,
yeah,
so let me talk because we have very different personal pet peeves. Like yours have been more like a daily life thing. Mine are more like
yeah.
a long run type thing, if you will.
Okay.
So one of them is like when people act fake. It's like I get to like a certain point to where like
No shit.
no,
Like
but
what?
yeah, but like no, like this is like when they do it to me. Like I don't care if like you want to talk shit behind my back, but like
Yeah.
if someone's like, all right, bye Logan, like I love you, bro, like I fuck with you, whatever, and then they're like, dude, Logan pisses me the fuck off. I'm like, don't do that shit to me because I'm gonna go tell Logan. Like that's me, right? I'm not gonna do that because
Watch your fucking mouth. I'll whoop
that's
your
what I'm
ass.
saying, right? But that's just one of them. Like that's just a small one. Everyone already has that. No one wants to be talked about behind their back. But this is another one. Is respecting personal space, bro. And this has been a big one with me for like, especially like females, bro. Because some of them get like too clingy sometimes, and like they always want to like touch you, whatever. And sometimes if it's the right person,
I
bro,
don't know what
like
it
I
is with
don't
you.
mind. What do
I
you
don't
mean?
know what it is with you, right? So like with me, like I obviously I don't really care. Like I prefer Cheyenne to be like
No, okay,
first
but that's my thing.
level.
You
But
were
like
being close with your girlfriend.
yeah,
Me
but
not being
for
having a
you,
girlfriend.
random bitches are up in your shit all the time. I
So
don't get it.
much,
Like I would be so
so
pissed.
much, dude, and
I
it's
would be
so
so
annoying.
mad.
Like
I'd be so mad.
sometimes, like certain, like there's been certain girls where I'm like, all right, whatever, like we can like color or whatever. But then there's sometimes it's like, this is what pisses me off the most when I'm like, yo, like let me just vibe for a second. Like you don't like me, like you don't want to be with me, like this and that. I'm like, shut the fuck up, like that's what like. Very good. I'm gonna talk to y'all. Like that's the stuff that like makes me
You can
like
still go. I just have to go blow my nose. So
yeah,
continue.
you're good. But like that's the stuff that like makes me so annoyed because like not just like it's like a double pet peeve. It's not just the fact that sometimes you can be a little over clingy, but it's also the fact of your reaction. If you're gonna have like an insane, absurd, over the top like reaction, that's what bothers me. Like you can be like you can just like turn over and I'll be alright, it's straight. But like, people who like react to shit like over the top, like that are really fucking extra, like that's another thing that just bothers the fuck out of me. Like there's a difference between like reacting to something and then like overreacting to something. That's the stuff that like puts me over. And my final pet peeve that I'll hit right now is when people like I'm very OCD about certain things in my room. So like every stream you'll notice I'll either have one of these cups on my coaster and I always have this facing here and on my TV I always have like my Amazon card, my hand sanitizer, vitamins, stuff like all in a certain way, right? So like it bothers me like if people are gonna like touch something that I have put in a certain area and then they don't put it back where they found it. Especially in my house because it's like one, you don't have respect, right? Because like it's like you don't care enough about how I feel to think about, hey, this has been here for a reason. Let's keep putting it back there. And he just like, then yeah. But it's like, I'm like my OCD, bro. If someone like this morning, my sister came in and messed up my wallet. Like it was like twisted or some shit. And I was just like, damn, today's gonna be a shitty day. I was like, fuck. Like now I'm upset. Like that really bothered me. But yeah, you got any other pet peeves, Logan? You're still muted, by the way. There you
Honestly, not that I can think of.
go. Okay, so I feel like that's valid. So our third topic is something that also became a topic because of something I saw as of recent, right? I think Logan, we're what? We're 20 years old, right? Like we are,
I don't know, Tarbet. How old are we?
like I'm, like we're 20, right?
Yes.
Like
Yes. Yeah.
we're very young, but we're getting to that age where we're getting old. Um, well, I mean, like to where we got to start doing adult shit. You know what I'm saying?
Well, I mean, I'm
Um,
already doing adult shit. You're just a little lacking behind, but yeah.
Valid. Anyways, so to me, what's crazy is that people are growing up too quick, in my opinion. Like, I'm saying this because a lot of people that we went to high school with have had kids already, which is something that's crazy to me. Because going to high school, how many
And
girls were pregnant, bro?
there's even more that are on the way.
Yeah, like that are having baby showers, like we talked about before the
Yeah.
stream, and stuff like that. And to me, like, dude, some of them are younger than us. Like some of them are 19 or just turned 18, and it's like,
That's wild, bro.
what was y'all doing?
And especially with like, so I think now, like, just today's day and age is a lot different, like, trying to bring a kid into this world. And let's be real, 95% of the people who are having kids at this age aren't trying to bring a kid into this world, right? Like,
I
let's be
don't. I
fair.
think I
But,
don't. I don't know any
but
of them that have actually
hey,
tried.
I'm sorry to all of those kids that are being born. I hate to break it to you. I hate to be the bearer of bad news,
You were not
but you were
planned.
probably an accident. So
Yeah.
yeah. But like, still, like, I don't know. I think in today's day and age, it's just it's very scary to bring a kid into
Oh
this
yeah.
world, and I think at the same token, it's very difficult to see a world where people that are our age are bringing kids in, and I think again it's if they were financially stable
Yeah.
and that'd be one thing, but
It's the fact that we know
yeah.
them and we know that they're not.
Yeah, like I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. Like I've seen like 4 or 5 kids from our school that have had kids.
That we're still in high school with them. We were still in high school with them.
Yeah, and not a single one of them got any money. Like
Yeah.
they may have like daddy's money, but not they
They
got
don't
it. They
got
don't
their
got it
own
like
money.
that.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
They don't have raising kid money.
So yeah. So I mean it's
Yeah.
not it's just not safe for them as parents and parental figures, but also for that kid. You know what I mean? Like
Dog.
I
The
think
kid's gonna be fucked. I can name 3 kids that are gonna be fucked for life right now.
I think if you're going to bring kids into this world, you have to give them the best possible, you know, chance to make something of themselves. And I think it's very hard when now obviously some of these people just didn't have an option, right? Like they just didn't have an option. They you accidentally get pregnant, whatever, right? You kind of
Yeah.
got to do the cards that
Like
you're
you
dealt,
just yeah.
but
Like you
you
just
still have to be willing to give that kid everything because
it's a
that's what
lot.
they need. And now, luckily, we live in good areas where okay, no, I'm sorry. The kids who went to our school live
Live in
in
good areas.
good areas. Um, so for them, it's you don't have to worry about the kind of like if they lived where we lived, you got to worry about keeping your kids safe
Yeah,
and
by your side if you go on a walk or something.
yeah,
Yeah.
and out of the streets and all that kind of stuff. But like it's a different world trying to raise a child,
No,
and
especially
obviously.
like with like the people that have kids. Sorry to cut you off. Like especially with like the people who have kids. Like we know them, right? We know some of them, and some of them I don't know. But for the most part, I know them, and I know them as human beings. Their mental health is checked. It's chalked. There's just no way they're mentally sane enough to have a kid. And then this is my thing too. They're still young and they still want to live their lives. There's nothing wrong with that. But like, you can't be putting your kids in situations to where like you're now 20, you want to go out clubbing, you hire a babysitter, and it's some 16-year-old teenage girl that has class the next day or some shit, and you're leaving at like 8 o'clock, and you're supposed to come back at 12, and you come back at like 3 a.m. because you're not just fucking like the kid, you're fucking that girl, and there's like so many other things that like they just aren't fully gonna understand because they are not mentally up to where they should be.
Yeah.
And I again don't take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. But I believe I read somewhere that raising a kid until the age they're 18, assuming they play sports or shit like that, and you take care of them well,
Are you
cost
talking about
around
money?
cost around like $750 to $1 million.
Yeah, no, that's factual.
Yeah,
That shit expensive as fuck. You gotta think, right? You gotta buy them
and and
clothes. You gotta
and
buy
then
them.
with like the baby,
You
what's it
gotta
called, supplements
you gotta
going up
feed
more.
them fuckers. Like what?
Damn, bro,
You
I'll tell
gotta
you
feed?
what. And a lot of them
What?
are single mothers now. A lot of them are single mothers now. Like 3 of the 4 that I know are single mothers now, and it's like is what it is what it is. I don't want to sound like a dick or anything, but like you kind of put yourself in that position.
And but if they like, it's one of those things where I think it's difficult because and the way I'm looking at it is if you're going to put yourself in a position to where it would in any way be remotely possible for you to have a child, it has to be in a situation with somebody who you could raise a child with.
Yeah, yeah, no,
You
exactly.
can't be acting an idiot and doing shit like that, knowing that hey, like if something happens and I magically become pregnant, this dumbass isn't gonna leave me and say fuck
Mhm.
you, I'm not caring for this kid. Because unfortunately, that's
That
what
happens.
95% of guys our age will do, right?
Yeah, they're still
And
young.
that's not even a dig at guys. It's just like you know what I mean. Like we're
That's just
20 years old.
facts. That's just a
Most
fact.
people don't have the mental capacity to be able to provide for
A kid,
a kid
a
and a
baby.
female and
Yeah, bless you. But no, yeah.
yeah, like they don't have the wherewithal to be able to do that. You know what I mean? Sorry,
No,
I
you're
didn't
good.
mean to.
But yeah, no, I agree 100%. Like, it pains me because I know that the kids can be fucked when they grow up. It's like it's just not it. It's like knowing the people. Now, I'm not saying they couldn't have changed and that they can't be mature and end up getting a good job and give the kid a good life. So I'm not saying that at all because I've seen crazier. But I'm just saying from how I remember them and how I knew them, I'm gonna be praying for those kids.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. But I think we can squeeze in one more topic because we are right at that 30-minute mark, right?
I mean, is this what we're talking about before? That's gonna be really quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
You think you want to say that, or you want to just get that in there real quick?
No, I mean you might as well just throw it in.
All right. So Logan, I know the answer is gonna vary for you. You know, let me hear your best and worst hookup.
Okay. I'm gonna be real with everybody on the podcast for a second.
On the pod.
I've only ever had sex with 2 people.
No.
So like whoa, wild. Right? Like
No
whoa,
way. I thought this
who
kid was
does
a
that?
player, bro.
Wow, wild, bro. The kid who talks all this. Never mind. Okay, I've had sex with 2 people. Okay, 2 people. I've been dating both of them for a very long time.
Mhm.
Not concurrently, of course, but
Oh, so you didn't date two people at the same time?
no,
Oh,
no.
okay.
Like,
Just
that,
making sure.
that was only in elementary school. That was 7 at once, but
Yeah.
it was like first grade. So relax. Um,
First
so
grade. So you were a whore in first grade, is what I'm hearing.
bro, you have no idea. I ran those lunch tables. You have no idea. Um,
Uh,
so okay. I mean, this is about as extensive as we're gonna get.
mm.
Best was my girlfriend. Worst was my ex. Like I don't know.
All right, you see me, I was going to go into like a story and a location, like I wasn't going to name drop, but I would say like my best, I can't tell my best, honest to
Okay,
God.
well, okay, I'll just say the worst was when. So this is gonna sound really, really bad. With my ex, I was just happiest when like when it was over. Like, are we done yet? Like,
That's going
are
to
we done yet?
that's even I'm not going to stoop that low. Nah, I'm
Um,
lying.
and and then yeah, best was like I don't know, like I don't know. I'm sure it's probably like either like an Orlando trip or like
Aww.
I don't know some shit like that.
Um, so I don't want to.
Entirely random. Entirely random. I'm just curious. Um, do you think shower sex is too like slippery?
Nah, I'd be gripped down, bro. I'd be stomping my feet like a sumo wrestler. I'm locked in,
Okay.
fam.
Okay.
But
Okay.
I
Okay.
heard girls don't really like it too much. I heard like some girls don't like it too much.
I don't know if I'm allowed to tell this story,
Let's hear it. Let's hear it.
but like, fuck it anyway, right?
Yeah,
So
fuck it. We
like,
both.
okay, so when you go to like a hotel,
Mm.
right? And like in the so we were in Naples for my birthday actually. Um, you know how they have like the little like thing on like the shower wall that like holds up
Oh,
the
you
soap
can like hold on
dispensers?
to? Yeah.
No, it like holds up the soap
Oh,
dispensers.
oh, yeah.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
at a
yeah,
nice
yeah,
hotel. Okay.
yeah. So yeah, I think you get where this is going. But, like yeah, but yeah. So I honestly, if we're saying best, like that might be it.
All right. So
Well, I guess that whole like Naples.
I, I'm yeah. I know. So I'm not gonna say my best because personally I don't want to. I don't really have like a best. I have like top
Yeah,
tens.
cap, cap,
Chill. I'm not gonna tell my best story. I'm gonna tell my most memorable
cap.
one.
Okay.
Um,
Sunrise?
yeah. Should I tell that
Actually,
story? Yeah. Because it was so long.
just don't
Don't
take
name
too long.
drop.
Yeah.
All right. So basically, I was meeting this girl for the first time. So basically, how I met her is she was taking pictures for the baseball team and randomly DM'd me pictures of me, and I was like, "Yo, who the fuck is this girl?" Because I had no idea who she was, and she just randomly made pictures of me, and I'm like, "All right, creepy, right?" But whatever. I was like, "Thanks."
Yeah, but okay.
Yeah, and then I started DMing her because I was like, maybe she's kind of cute, Maybe this will go somewhere. And yeah, so then, long story short, that night I was supposed to hang out with her. I ended up dropping off my boy home, and then I went back home, and my phone was broken. I didn't have a phone, so I had to remember this girl's address, her apartment number, and all that. So my phone was broken, and I remembered it, and I came back, and I had to park at Dick's because I couldn't get into her gate because of the gate code. I needed a gate code to call her, but I couldn't do it because I didn't know the gate code, and I forgot to ask when I left. So I parked at Dick's, jumped the apartment gate fence, got in her apartment, and then we were there and we are chilling, and she was with her best friend, and I get there like 10:30 at night. And like we just talking, chilling with her best friend. Keep in mind, this bitch has no furniture. She just moved into this apartment, no furniture. there's like a rolly chair in the living room, and then there's an air mattress her friend is sleeping on at like 1:30 in the morning. So we go in the living room and we're just, chopping it up, whatever. And then, long story short, we started having sex at around like 3 a.m., right? And I'm just completely locked in, bro. I'm just locked in, you know? And I'll never forget. It was just nonstop, raw, unprotected sex,
Clapping
right?
cheeks
I was, ever. I swear to God, I've grown 4 years in that pussy. No bullshit. but, but,
Nah, that got me crying, bro. Stop.
um,
Oh,
but anyways, so then, so I'm like, damn, I've been going for a while. I'm like, what time is it? And keep in mind, I said she had no furniture, so right above like my head is like a rolling chair, so I'm not moving anytime soon. We're missionary, whatever. And I'm looking out the window and I start seeing the sun come up. I'm like, Shawty, we started at 3 a.m. Look at your phone, bruh. 6:15 in the morning. I'm like, damn. I'm like, I didn't bust yet. Nothing. I'm like, you know what? I'm done. I'm sleeping, bro. Pulled my pants up, went to bed on the carpet in the living room. Just
Wait.
knocked out.
Didn't we have practice at like 8 a.m. that morning?
Yeah. So, that reminds me because that's funny because her friend woke up at 6:45. I finished at 6:15. Finished at probably 6:16 immediately, like that. And then I hear her friend's alarm wake up at 6:45 and it's, girl, the way you moving got me in a trance. That was her alarm to wake her up, bro. I'm like, you are kidding me, bro. I'm like, where the fuck am I, fam? I'm waking up and I can't. Yeah, and then I woke up and I was wondering like what was going on and stuff like that. But yeah, then we had baseball practice later that day and it was, but it made it very memorable. Not but not the person. Easily forgettable, honestly. So, but yeah, I think that's like a good point to end our podcast or our mini, our mini,
Our mini episode.
our mini episodes,
Episodia.
our our mepods, if you will. I missed right there.
I'm gonna be real.
I missed. I know I did.
You've had misses in your
Yeah,
time. That
nah,
might be the worst.
nah.
That one was tough.
So to end this mini episode, I want to thank you guys everyone for listening. If you're listening on YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you know we post. We're gonna try and post at least a minimum of 2 times a week. We're gonna try and get 1 mini and 1 actual guest where we do our actual long podcast. And if you're listening on Spotify, don't forget to drop a review, because by doing that, you're helping us grow and we be on more charts and we have more people find us. And in turn, I grow, you grow, we grow. We're all bricked up. We're all celibate, so we're all waiting till marriage. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. But yeah.
No, but actually though, genuinely, please go rate us 5 stars on Spotify. Spotify podcast. The more ratings you guys give us, though, the higher we get up on the
leaderboards,
the charts. So I would appreciate that because it also allows more people to listen to us, and we're just trying to grow this thing as much as we can.
Trying to get a big family here, you know.
We do appreciate all you guys listening, but we do also want to get this growing as much as we can.
Yeah,
so
we want to get the club.
Do that, we would appreciate it.
Yeah, we're trying to grow our celibacy club, guys. We want everyone to be involved. We want everyone to be connected. We're trying to grow a big community where everyone can listen and just listen to us and listen to you guys. Any topics you guys want to hear, drop in the comments or text me or him personally. We have phones.
I can promise you none of them have my number.
I can promise you that too. But if anyone does, his phone's open. It's not. Yeah, text me. I'll do all that. I'll take all the heat. But yeah, again, thank you guys for listening. Don't forget to rate us, review us, like, subscribe, turn the bell on for notifications if you're on YouTube. And thank you for listening. And we'll see you boys. Peace.